All right, let's dive into something you've definitely seen online, cosmetic surgery ads. We're going to peel back the curtain and figure out what all those flashy promotions are really costing you. So let me just ask you, have you ever, maybe just out of curiosity, typed tummy tuck or breast augmentation into Google? Yeah, if you have, you know exactly what happens next. Suddenly those ads they're everywhere. We're talking sponsored posts on Google, those ads that pop up in your Instagram feed. It kind of feels like they're following you around, doesn't it? And look, it's so easy to just ignore them and keep scrolling, but today we're gonna stop. We're gonna ask the big question, why? Why are some of these clinics pushing their ads so hard? Because the answer, it tells you almost everything you need to know about how this industry works. And that brings us right to our first stop. Following the money. Let's really dig into where your fee is actually going when you choose to have a procedure. Okay, get ready for this. We're talking about the cost just to get your attention. A clinic might pay up to £25. Now, that's not for a booking, it's not even for a consultation. That's for a single click on a Google ad, just one click. That is a massive business expense. And wow, does that add up fast? We're not talking about a little bit of pocket money for marketing here. No, some of these big commercial clinics are spending tens of thousands of pounds every single month just on ads, and you have to ask, where is that money coming from? And this really lays out the two paths, doesn't it? On one hand, you have the high ad clinic. A huge slice of your fee goes straight into their marketing machine, paying for the ads that got you there, and honestly, to find the next person. But on the other hand, you've got clinics built on reputation. There, pretty much all of your money is going directly into your care. We're talking the surgeon skill, the top-notch facility, everything that actually matters for your result. So yeah, it really just boils down to two completely different ways of doing business. One is all about advertising and the other is all about reputation. This isn't just about cosmetic surgery, it's a basic business principle. Even Jeff Bezos said it. If you do build a great experience, customers tell each other about that. It's true, word of mouth is just so powerful, and it doesn't matter if you're selling books or performing surgery. Okay, so let's break this down. You've got the commercial model, right? It's fueled by tons of ad money, and the goal is just volume. Get as many people through the door as possible. And that consultation, it can feel a lot more like a sales pitch. Now, contrast that with the consultant-led model. What drives that? Reputation, referrals. The main goal isn't volume. It's making sure patients are happy, and the consultation is just what it should be, a professional medical opinion. We'll get to the credentials in a bit, because that's a huge one. All right, now let's talk about a big one. A tactic I am almost positive you've seen everywhere. The free consultation. Let's pull this offer apart and see what's really inside. You know the one I'm talking about, right? It's always in huge, flashy letters, free consultation. It's designed to make you think, hey, what's the harm? It's no risk. But come on, we have to ask, is anything really free? Well, from a business point of view, the answer is a hard no. That free consultation, it's not a gift. It's a line item in their budget called customer acquisition cost. It means the clinic is spending money to get you in the door, and they only make that money back if you book a surgery. That right there creates this huge underlying pressure to make a sale, and this is where the interests just don't line up. Think about it. When you pay for a consultation, what are you paying for? You're paying for a top surgeon's time and their honest-to-goodness medical opinion. Your goals are the same. But with a free one, the clinic's goal is to hit a sales number, and the focus can so easily shift from what's best for this patient to how do we close this deal? Okay, so we've seen the potential pitfalls. Now let's get to the good stuff, the solution. This is your toolkit. This is how you become a smart, informed patient who's in control. So here are 5 questions you absolutely have to ask. Grab a pen if you need to. First, is my surgeon on the GMC Specialist Register for plastic surgery? Seriously, this is a total non-negotiable. Second, is my surgeon a member of BAPS? 3, am I going to meet the actual surgeon who will be operating on me at my very first consultation? 4, what happens if I'm not happy? What's the policy for revisions? And number 5, this is the big one. How does this clinic get most of its new patients? Trust me, their answer to that question tells you everything you need to know. So let's put that into a quick checklist you can literally take with you. You're looking for that GMC Specialist Register and BAPS membership. Those are your badges of quality. You need to meet your surgeon up front and know the aftercare plan inside and out. Of course, check reviews on places that aren't the clinic's own website, but honestly, the most important one is at the bottom. How do you feel? You should feel informed and confident, not pushed into a corner. And this is exactly why a good reputation will always beat a big ad budget. I mean, look at this stat from Nielsen. A massive 92% of people trust recommendations from friends and family over any kind of advertising. 92%. And when you're talking about something as personal and as permanent as surgery, that trust, well, it's everything, isn't it? So where does this all leave us? It all points to this one big idea, and if you remember one thing from this, make it this. I call it the advertising paradox. And here's the paradox. The clinics that you see first, the ones that are all over your search results and your social media, they may not be the best. They're just the ones who are the most desperate for you to see them. So the question I want to leave you with is this. When you're looking for a clinic, just stop and ask yourself, is this clinic finding me with its ads, or did I find them because of their rock-solid reputation? The answer to that question, well, it changes everything.